Hello, welcome, I'm simu, and today I'm going to unbox and review the Honeycomb Alpha yoke and switch panel. I've been following the development of the Honeycomb system for a long time. I think I was pretty much one of the first people to promote it on YouTube, and despite their PR company emailing me to ask me if I was interested in reviewing the Honeycomb yoke, every email I sent back in return has been ignored. So I eventually bought this last week. Now, I will be putting together a full review as soon as possible, but I would like to ask you if there are any questions that you want answering. Just let me know in the comment section below and I'll be sure to include those in my full review as soon as I can. Part of the reason why I was hoping that I would be sent a device to review is that it means I can be a little bit rougher with it and really see how well it holds up. Having paid for this myself, despite their aerospace grade internal components and 5-year warranty, I am not confident with doing that. I paid £230 for this and I bought it on Amazon. It arrived in a Honeycomb branded cardboard box, and this is the inner box. If the packaging is anything to go by, then this is looking premium already. Inside we have the base plate, and I know that they spent a lot of time working on this one thing, and to be honest, it does look pretty cool. There's like a peel-off suction pad underneath and some clips in order to secure the yoke with the clamps that are included in the box. I've got to say, it's pretty tough. It's almost got no flex in it at all, even though it looks like it probably would flex. So you may know that I've been testing my own old Cytec Cessna replica GA flight rig for a couple of weeks now, and the whole time that I've been doing it, in the back of my mind I have been contemplating whether or not to upgrade to the Honeycomb Alpha yoke and switch panel. The fact that it promotes fittings for existing Cytec panel gear certainly helped to convince me to buy it. Now, I've seen lots of reviews on this device and the vast majority have been very positive. Based on those reviews, I was expecting premium build quality and premium switches with a firm pitch and an excessively loose rotation with some small dead zone issues. And on the most part, I would agree with that, except for the premium switches part. They're really not as good as I was expecting. They do feel reasonably well made, but premium they are not. They feel far too weak to be premium. They don't feel cheap, don't misunderstand me at all. These are not cheap and nasty, but they don't feel like they will have an endless lifespan to them. I would say at best these are mid-range quality switches, and I think that would be a more accurate assessment of their quality level. The Honeycomb does ship with a 5-year guarantee, so they must be pretty certain that it will hold up to regular use. But right now, and bearing in mind this is a first look, not an extensive review, if I were to list the elements of the Honeycomb Alpha yoke in the order that I would expect them to fail first, I would start with the switches, or more accurately the connectors inside. They just don't feel that strong. And I would closely follow that by the already far too loose feeling bungee cords that manage the roll rotation. My concern is that they will become weaker and weaker over time and less effective at their job, which, by the way, is to center the yoke consistently. So I already expect some issues with this in the future, but only time will tell. And in stark contrast, the pitch bungee seems vastly superior. It's got a really nice smooth movement to it with a healthy dose of resistance. And I just wish the roll felt more like that. From a first look perspective, I'm not all that taken with the switches on the top either. They seem too clunky with an underlying switch component issue that may be prone to breaking as a result. So far, the design itself, I am pretty impressed. The dual switches here, which are implemented in real aircraft as a failsafe, it's a great inclusion, one which encouraged X-Plane 11 to add that functionality to the game. I'm wondering whether Microsoft Flight Simulator 20 has gone that far as well. So everything about the design and the finish really does feel premium. Even the packaging it arrived in has a very premium feel to it. But the actual system itself, it's just slightly less impressive right now. Not bad, it's just more middle of the road than I was expecting. But then that is what this device is priced as. It's the same price almost as a Cytec Cessna ProFlight yoke. And yeah, it feels a little bit better than that, but not vastly better, which is kind of what I was hoping for. So guys, once more, just to remind you, if you have any questions you want to ask about the Honeycomb Yoke, the way it works, the way it's connected, I am actually in talks with the Wheelstand Pro guys who are looking to provide support for all of the Honeycomb devices. So hopefully I'm going to get hold of some of that and preview it and give you some feedback on that and let you know how well it all works together. But if there are any questions you want to ask, please do feel free to leave those questions in the comments below. I will read them and I will add them to my full review, which should be out in, say, a week or two when I've had enough time to really play with this device and sort of make my mind up on how well it fits into my current system. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Until next time. Goodbye.